Bonjour et bienvenue sur Speak French avec moi. Je m'appelle Séverine. Je suis votre coach de français. Hello and welcome to Speak French avec moi. I'm Séverine. I'm here to teach you French to make the most of your trip to France. And if you're not going to France, you're welcome to stay with me and listen to this episode. Today, I will teach you 10 expressions that you have to know using the verb avoir, to have, in French, whereas they use the verb to be in English. It is very easy to get them confused, so knowing them will help you communicate better and faster with French people. Maybe you already know that French say, I have hunger, and not I am hungry. But do you know any others? All right. As usual, head to the Facebook page, Speak French avec moi for the transcripts, or my website, Speak French avec moi. Again, thank you for listening. Learning a language is hard, but I'm here to keep your motivation going. So merci. Feel free to subscribe. And are you ready to speak French? I will be right back after this short break. First, the verb avoir, to have, in French is used just like in English. Avoir is either used to express possession or as an auxiliary when using past tenses. An auxiliary is a verb that helps another verb express its tense, voice, or mood. As a French as a foreign language teacher, I have a lot of students mistakenly using to be instead of to have when expressing emotions, feelings, and also specific use of to have, such as to be lucky in English is to have luck in French. Pour commencer, nous allons apprendre le verbe avoir. To start, we have to know how to use the verb avoir, to have in French. Avoir is a highly irregular verb, meaning that avoir do not follow a pattern, and that you need to learn the verb at present tense for every subject. I know this is tedious, but together we can do it. Now, I assume that you know the French subject pronouns. Subject pronouns are words such as I, she, we. Let's remember, I in French is je, but je will turn into J apostrophe in front of a verb starting with a vowel, such as j'ai, I have in English. J'ai, I have. Tu as. You have. Tu as. Il a. He has. Il a. Elle a. She has. Elle a. On a. On a in French as on is mostly used in spoken French instead of oui, and you have to pronounce on a by linking on a. On a. Nous avons. We have. Again, you have to make a Z sound. Nous avons. Vous avez. You have. Vous is a formal vous that you use with people you don't know or if you address more than two people at a time. Vous avez. You notice there is a Z at the end, you don't voice it. Vous avez. Ils ont. They have for masculine. Ils ont. Again, you have to make that Z sound. Elles ont. They have for feminine. Elles ont. You have to do that Z sound. All right, so the best would be for you to practice and focus on the right pronunciation. Why you need to know that? Because then if you need to use the expressions, you need to be able to say, I have, you have, she has, we have, or they have. All right, so let's not waste more time and let's read, our expressions. Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge avez-vous? When you hear this, someone is asking, how old are you in French? Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge avez-vous? What we say in French is, what age do you have? When replying, you must use avoir and you must add the noun en after the years, such as j'ai 34 ans. Elle a 23 ans. Tu as 46 ans. Of course, you have to know your numbers, and for that, you can look in my former episodes. Age can be used for people, pets, wines, antiques, and so on. So let's remember, when you need to say your age, you say j'ai, and then the number of years, and then en. To be hungry translates into avoir faim. You don't voice any M sound, it is spelled F-A-I-M, and you use the nasal vowel un with your lips half closed and stretch and your tongue in the back of your throat. Un. J'ai faim, I'm hungry. Tu as faim? Are you hungry? To be thirsty translates into avoir soif, with the sound wa, same that the wa in what. In French, OI makes the sound of wa. Wa. J'ai soif, I'm thirsty. J'ai soif. In French, we say I have thirst. J'ai soif. Nous avons soif, we are thirsty. To be hot translates into avoir chaud. You don't pronounce the D sound at the end, and you pronounce the sh, like in short. Let's try. J'ai chaud. I'm hot. J'ai chaud. Il a chaud. He is hot. Il a chaud. Please note that if you need to use it to state that something is hot, then you should use c'est chaud. This is hot, or it is hot. To be cold translates into avoir froid. Again, wa sound. Don't pronounce the D at the end. J'ai froid. I'm cold. Vous avez froid? Are you cold? Could be a formal vous. To be afraid or to be scared translate into avoir peur. The is just like in butter. J'ai peur. J'ai peur. I am scared. Tu as peur? Are you scared? To be sleepy translate into avoir sommeil. The sound at the end is Y, like in yes. Sommeil. J'ai sommeil. I'm sleepy. Nous avons sommeil. We are sleepy. To be lucky translates into avoir de la chance. To have some luck. Not chance, but chance. J'ai de la chance. I am lucky. Tu as de la chance. You are lucky. Avoir l'air. Avoir l'air means to look like. It's very important that you know it because we use it a lot in French when you want to use something like you seem or you look like. You will say avoir l'air and then you will have the adjective. If say that you want to tell someone you look tired, tu as l'air fatigué. Of course, you can also say vous if you need to be formal. Vous avez l'air fatigué. If you want to say to someone, you look happy, tu as l'air content, if masculine. Tu as l'air contente, if feminine. Say someone looks sick. Tu as l'air malade. Tu as l'air malade. And of course, be nice to French people. A little flattery is always appreciated, and learn how to tell them you look good. Tu as l'air en forme. Tu as l'air en forme. Or you can also say tu as bonne mine. Tu as bonne mine. Tu as l'air en forme. Or vous avez bonne mine. Vous avez l'air en forme if you want to be formal. Next one is very important because in French you should know that we don't have a verb for to need. Well, we say it's to have need for. To need translates into avoir besoin de. Besoin. With a Z sound, the one sound, and you have to do that de after. Not de, with the schwa sound like in aware about. Avoir besoin de. J'ai besoin de partir. I need to leave. Nous avons besoin de trouver un taxi. We need to find a cab. Now, the de will turn into the apostrophe in front of a word with a vowel, such as j'ai besoin d'argent. I need money. J'ai besoin d'être à la gare à 8 heures. I need to be at the train station at 8. Now, to feel like in French translates into avoir envie de. This is also a common expression in French, and very often we use avoir envie de instead of to want. So don't forget to add the de at the end. J'ai envie de manger des frites. I feel like eating fries, or I want to eat fries. Tu as envie d'aller te promener. Do you feel like going for a walk? Qu'est-ce que tu as envie de faire? What do you feel like doing? Now, remember, I already explained the qu'est-ce que in my episode about questions. So when you see that cluster of qu'est-ce que, it translates into what. You don't translate what is with that. It's what do you feel like doing? Qu'est-ce que tu as envie de faire? Qu'est-ce que tu as envie de faire? Now let's say that you want to reply, I want to go out. J'ai envie de sortir. It will mean I feel like going out or I want to go out. To be right translates into avoir raison. This is one of the most common mistakes from my students. Remember, in French, we say I have reason when stating I am right. We don't say je suis droit. Je suis droit means nothing in French. J'ai raison, I am right. Tu a raison. Of course, use only if you think that the other person is right. Nous avons raison. And if you need to say you are wrong, and I'm sure this will never happen, j'ai tort. Don't pronounce the T at the end. J'ai tort. Tu as tort. Vous avez tort. When you're wrong, j'ai raison. Tu as raison. Elle a raison. When you want to state, I am right. Voila! You made it to the end, and now you know all these must-know expressions with to have. Again, practice, practice, practice. Go on YouTube, go and listen to other podcasts, grab a grammar book, feed your brain, and French will come to you. I'm serious. So give yourself a big applause. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I know there were a few sound issues, but they're getting fixed. I am here to share my knowledge with you and help you make the most of your travel to France. Either maybe you're there, maybe you're thinking of traveling, maybe you already have your tickets. Merci encore une fois, and if no one has told you today, you are such a terrific person. The next episodes will be centered around the holidays and winter sports. Yes, please share this episode or comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Merci, au revoir et à bientôt.